Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Holly. I hope that everyone is doing well today. Today I'm sharing a recipe for loaded potato and buffalo chicken casserole. It's a mouthful, but it's a really good recipe. Very easy to make, very simple ingredients. Takes maybe about an hour or so to make, but not too long. And like I said, potatoes, you have to cut them up, but if you want to leave the peelings on, you can. But for this, you will need 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast cut into about a 1/2 inch cubes or just some small pieces. You will also need 6 tablespoons of your favorite hot sauce. And you're going to have a little bit of seasoning, so 1½ teaspoons of salt, a tablespoon of ground pepper, a tablespoon of paprika, and 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. And I had smoked paprika, so use what you have. A 1/3 cup of olive oil, and you will also need 8 to 10 medium potatoes. Cut those into small cubes. It says about a 1/2 inch. I just cut mine into just bite-sized pieces. And there is also going to be a topping for the potatoes, and you will need 1 cup of crumbled cooked bacon and the Fiesta blend Mexican cheese, so you need 2 cups of that, and 1 cup of diced green onions. And it does make a decent amount, so we did have leftovers and even had a little bit left over for like a side dish. And it does say preheat oven to 500. It says it's not a typo, it's correct, but make sure you have a baking dish that will sustain 500 degrees. Mine sustained 475, so that's what I set mine at. But to a bowl, you will add the olive oil, the hot sauce, and all of your seasoning. So just mix it up as much as you can, and you will just put that in the bowl. And just stir it up and make sure everything's combined. Then you will add the potatoes to this, and I would make sure that your potatoes are dried off, that they're not soaking wet. But just put those in, and then you're going to stir that up, and you want to make sure that all the potatoes are coated with that mixture. And then take a greased baking dish and just make sure you coat it well. Add the potatoes to this, and you will just pile them into your baking dish. If you have something that will put it evenly, that would be fine as well. But you're going to stir these every 10 to 15 minutes in the oven while it's cooking, so it doesn't stick. But reserve some of that oil and seasoning and put your chicken in that, and just coat your chicken with that seasoning and the oil. And you want to just let this marinate in the refrigerator while the potatoes are cooking in the oven. And I just covered it with some Glad wrap and just let it marinate in the refrigerator while the potatoes were cooking. And like I said, while they're in the oven, you want to stir them every 10 to 15 minutes. But once they're cooked through, take them out of the oven, put the oven on 400 degrees. And I'm going to do something that I was not supposed to do. Okay, you're supposed to take and put that chicken on top of the potatoes first before you make the topping. So originally you're supposed to put the chicken on top, then put the bacon, the cheese, and the green onions together, and then you would put that on top of the chicken. So you can see what I ended up doing when I realized. I was like, oh well, just go with it. I just put it all together, stirred it up, and it worked out fine. So even here, I'm kind of like, oh, I did the wrong thing. I shouldn't have put that in yet. But I realized it's too much trouble to try to do that with the raw chicken and everything. So I said, nope, just go ahead and stir it all together. So that's what I did. So sometimes mistakes happen if you're not reading correctly, or you're thinking you're supposed to do this. But you were supposed to put the raw chicken on top of the potatoes first and then add that on top. But as I said, it worked out fine. You just want to make sure your chicken is cooked through before you start to eat this. But chicken breast in small pieces, about 15 to 20 minutes in the oven, should do it. And for us, it was cooked completely through. But as I said, just put it on just like that. I did add a little bit more cheese on top, just to have it a little bit more creamy. So don't do as I did. Always read the directions carefully. But this is what it looks like when it comes out, and it really was a delicious meal. Very easy, simple to make, and like I said, we got 2 meals out of this, and then we had a little bit extra left over that we had on the side as a side dish. So it worked out great, tasted great. It has a little heat to it, but not where it was too hot for us, not too spicy. But I think that's going to depend on the hot sauce that you use. But I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing more videos like it, please click that subscribe button and the notification bell. That will notify you when I post new videos. I hope everyone has a blessed day. I thank y'all so much for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who watch my videos. And I thank y'all so much. God bless y'all.